Yeah, dude, you're not the first one, man. When I tell people that, they're like, dude, what? So, when you're doing off-haul for poultry, I don't know how it is for turkeys, which is probably the same, but in regards to chickens. So, when they kill the bird, they got to do something with the blood, right? So, what happens is they just collect it, and it goes into they put it into a tank trailer, and then it has to get from the kill plant to the reclamation plant. At the reclamation plant, one of the things they do with the blood is they do a process called spinning it. So they spin the blood and get all the moisture out, and it's just a really fine powder. Then they dump that powder into an end dump. And if it gets wet, it just turns back into blood, which can be very interesting when that powder gets outside the loading bay and it rains. But anyway, yeah. So we have a few thousand gallons in a tank, and we have to haul it. So the area I worked in, we'd haul it from either DeQueen, Arkansas, Arcadia, Louisiana, Nacogdoches, and then Natchitoches, Texas, trying to Lovekin, trying to think, or somewhere else, and we bring it back to Mount Pleasant, Texas. And it stank, because the tank would just sit out there with the hose hooked up to it until they had enough in it for whatever, and then we had to go get it. So it might have been sitting out there in the sun for a day, maybe a day and a half, until it was full enough for us to come get it. So I always stank. Nobody liked running behind us. They always complained about how bad we smelled, which I get it. It stank in the summertime. But yeah, and then our end dumps, they had a blue tank on the front or on the bottom. And on the end dumps, we had either chicken guts or feathers. But what they put in those small tanks on the front or the bottom of the end dump was blood. And they put, I can't remember how many 100 gallons those tanks would haul. But we bring them back to the reclamation plant also. And we had to make sure those tanks were empty before we took those empty wagons back. So, yeah, man, some of the fun, unknown things about trucking.